Okay, so this happened not in the 6th grade this time. I feel like a lot of my stories all revolve around me being in either the 5th or 6th grade. I don't know. Maybe the middle school years were the craziest years of my life. And by crazy, I mean, like, not crazy at all. I don't really have a crazy life. Which I guess shouldn't be too sad considering I am just a kid. I have a whole life ahead of me. Unless I die young, then... Okay, let's just get into the story. So this all started when I went on a trip with my old friend. You guys may have heard of him because I've talked about him in a few of my other story times. Pablo. He was the kid who took my pencils, and I did nothing about it. Yeah, I'm talking about no other than Pablo. By the way, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but there's rain going on in the background. Can you hear that? But my old friend Pablo and his mother decided to let me tag along on a trip to Alabama with them. Now the whole Alabama story as a whole, I guess, was... Now that I look back at it right now, it was a really interesting story. And I do not know if I'm ever going to tell the story start to finish. I might just break it off into smaller sections. But that trip was very problematic and very eye-opening, I guess. Like, there was a lot of pros and there was a lot of cons in that trip. And the cons, there were very few cons. But at the same time, those very few cons were like really bad cons, which kind of leveled out with the pros. Maybe even outweighed the pros a little bit. But we were in Orange Beach, Alabama, alright? If you guys have never seen Orange Beach, then I just recommend that you guys either go there like sometime in your summer. If you're poor like my family is, then just look it up on Google or something, because that is the most amazing beach I've ever been on. I mean, it's just so majestic with all of its dead jellyfish all over the shores. Okay, don't let my sarcasm fool you guys. It actually is a really beautiful place. But we were staying in a hotel on this Orange Beach, and what with it being Pablo and just his mom and him, these guys got a lot of money, okay? I don't care what they say. I don't care what you guys may say. They had a lot of money. Because I'm just gonna say to Pablo's mom, Mrs. Pablo's mom, if you're able to take your son and also one of his friends all the way down south, then you got some money, dude. Not to mention, I don't know if I mentioned this in my last video involving Pablo, but Pablo and his mom were just like mini explorers, man. I'm not even being sarcastic, man. I think I remember them going to the Dominican Republic. Yeah, they went to the Dominican Republic. I'm gonna say it like that. I'm gonna pronounce it like that from now on. Dominican. I can't make the mistake again. Dominican. But yeah, these guys were loaded with that cash. So much that they would rub it on their ass and it would give them a rash. But one of those nights, Mrs. Pablo's mom decided, hey, we're gonna go hunting for... That's not her voice. That is not a good voice at all. Hey, everybody. Oh my god. Yes, that is perfect. Let's do that. Oh my god, everybody! We're in Orange Beach! Let's all go hunting for crabs! Now guys, I don't know if I've ever mentioned this in any of my past videos, but I am not an animal guy, alright? Let me just get that point across. I don't feel like I can stress this enough. I'm fine with dogs and stuff, and especially golden retrievers because those things are freaking adorable. But I think after dogs, I just draw the line in animals. I'm not interested at all. I mean, you could take me to a zoo and it's just the most boring thing ever. Zoos are just really boring though. It's just a prison for a bunch of freaking animals that I don't care about. I mean, if you guys want an animal lover, you guys can go to my little brothers or something, because I'm just not an animal guy. So you guys can probably already tell that I wasn't a very big fan of the idea of hunting crabs. My original thought was, alright, so I'm gonna get my nuts pinched by some freaking giant crustaceous thing. But also my mind was also thinking, man, this is it's midnight. I'm gonna go outside, be able to see all the skyscrapers and stuff, or what few they have, and be able to see something that I've actually wanted to see all my life, was to see skyscrapers at night and all the lights and stuff. I always wanted to see a big New York City or a big just Chicago city. It doesn't matter how crime infested it is. It just looks beautiful at nighttime. You can see it from an outside perspective. Man, I want to see that New York nighttime skyline. But we weren't in New York, we were in Orange Beach, so that would have to do. So me, Mrs. Pablo, and Pablo, went outside with a few of other Mrs. Pablo's friends. We went out, and I have to say, besides the amazing view and stuff, I have to say that kind of sucked. It really sucked just hunting for crabs. I mean, you got chubby Pablo walking around, just waddling, trying to find a freaking crustaceous crab. His mom was holding the bucket. They made me hold the light because I was too much of a pussy to grab anything. And I remember thinking in my head, dude, there's no way that there's any kind of freaking crab around here. We were on this beach earlier today. There was nothing. I freaking buried my entire body under the sand. There's no crabs, alright? Oh, 5 seconds later, a giant-ass crab comes out of the sand and scares the shit out of all of us. I'm not even joking, guys. I'm being serious. It was like a giant crab. It was like the size of I think my hand. Even Pablo's mom's friends, they lived around that state. So they should have been used to that kind of stuff. Even they were all like, oh, that's actually really big. I've never seen anything that big. Thing just comes out of the sand like it's some sort of like boss battle. Pablo's eyes are widened up like he just saw like a double steak cheeseburger. He starts waddling around and chasing the thing like, grabber. He starts waddling around trying to catch the crab, and the crab's just freaking out. He's just going every which way. But eventually Pablo got him. Side note, if you guys want to know what Pablo looks like, then just imagine, Tyler the Creator and Dudley had a son that was white. No, that doesn't... No, wait, I got one. Dudley and Velma from Scooby-Doo. No, Daphne. No, Velma. No, wait, which one was the one that had the glasses? The one with the glasses, the nerd one with the glasses. I think it was Velma. Yeah, those two had a baby, and yeah, that was him. Side note done. Everybody is all excited except for me, because I'm horrified. I'm looking at that bucket like, dude, I was burying my freaking body in that sand. I was filling my crotch up with that sand. I was trying to pretend like I had a big dick, and little did I know that there was a crab poking around through there. I just gave a crab the best day of its life. An easy one to cross off the bucket list for that little crab, huh? We start hunting around for more crabs, and we find a few more. We actually put them in the bucket, and we watch them battle and stuff, and Pablo kept getting really pissed at me because apparently I wasn't holding the light good enough, and I feel like I really was holding that light good enough, because for like a person with only one job, I think I was doing fine. I mean, it wasn't like I was just holding the light alone. I had to hold the light. I also was admiring the scenery because, like, come on, guys, it was a skyline of skyscrapers. But it looked beautiful, so I'd admire that. Like, how could you not admire that? Why would you go out to such, like, a beautiful place and then look down at freaking crabs jumping around in the dirt? You know what I'm saying? And I was also being cautious, making sure none of the crabs touched me, because let's be honest here, guys, I'm not the biggest man here, alright? I'm not a Vin Diesel, or I'm not a Dwayne The Rock Johnson. I mean, like, if a crab touched me, my reaction would be like, just like, kinda like that. I'd never made that noise before. So we kept hunting around and stuff, like our goofy gang. Goofy gang. Crab hunting faggots, yeah, that is the name. Do the shit with pride, ain't got shame. Wow, that actually sounded better than Gucci Gang. Which isn't saying much, because that song sucks literal cock. But we weren't the only ones out there. I mean, like, everyone else was hunting for crabs too. It actually turned out to be a common thing that people like to do every night. Another thing we saw, actually, was this amazing sandcastle. Somebody actually took the time to build this giant-ass empire of a sandcastle. It had stairs, windows, like, it was, like, amazing. I mean, if I took a picture of that and put it on Google, and you guys were to Google up, like, amazing sandcastles, that would be the first thing you guys would find. Well, actually, no. Oh my god, the rain here, come on. I hope the background music drains this out. But we walk by one of these amazing sandcastles, and Pablo decides, you know what, man, I'm just gonna stomp this shit. Dude starts kicking sand all over the castle, and a tear falls from my eyes. And like, I'm at a loss for words, so I just do the only thing I can do. I bit his penis off. No, I didn't really bite his penis off. Are you guys ready for the climax? The best part of the story? There is no climax. We just went back up to the hotel room and kind of hung out. Yeah, that's all that happened. We went crab hunting, and I didn't do very good at it. There was weird crabs, and Pablo kicked his sandcastle. I never promised you guys amazing stories. Don't get upset with me. Be lucky if you get anything. I could be watching porn right now. You know what? As a matter of fact, I think I am gonna go watch porn right now. You guys have a good day.